For more than 20 years, Imagery Estate Winery has been active in the art world, commissioning original works for its wine labels. Since 1985, there's been new art on bottlings and in the gallery at the Sonoma County Winery. Behind the label, a sense of place in wine and dedication to the visual arts creates a unique blend in wine country.
What they've assembled here is a cross-section of some of the best artists working in the United States.
Some folks say art and wine go hand in hand. That certainly seems to be the case at Imagery Estate Winery.
Anybody coming here is going to have a kind of visual introduction to what's happening in the world of modern art.
Chester Arnold is one of the many artists commissioned by the winery to make art. Not just any art, though. Art for a wine bottle.
I created a kind of wine bottle-shaped island in the center with another little cork-shaped island instead of being pulled out.
Chester's free to paint whatever he wishes, but there is a catch. He's got to include a Parthenon.
And then I thought, well, where's the Parthenon? Let's put it on the hillside. So I sort of almost invisibly put it in there just to fulfill that requirement.
The theme for the Imagery Artist Collection is the Parthenon, which sits on our parent winery, Hillside, Benziger Family Winery. It's all barrel fermented.
Joe Benziger is the winemaker at Imagery. Although he says the depiction of the ancient Greek temple in Athens is important, he admits when you first lay eyes on some of these paintings, it can be hard to spot.
And a lot of these labels are so abstract, it's hard to find the Parthenon in it. So for us, it's a more fun than anything, you know, a little bit more whimsical than anything.
Some artists might scoff at the idea of doing work for hire, but Chester says in this case, it doesn't bother him one bit.
It may sound like something that is commercial, but when you look at the process that's going on here, you realize it's really a dialogue between artists and winemakers and a kind of celebration of both things, both art and wine.
Folks who go to Imagery for wine tasting seem pleasantly surprised by all the artwork.
It's really neat to see that interpretation abstracted in these different artistic styles.
It brings a whole other element to trying the wines because you get sort of attached to these different labels that you like, and then to see the actual artwork on the wall was fascinating.
As for the artists, they get paid in what else? Wine, with their label art on it, of course.
For me, everybody that I gave bottles to, I don't know whether they like the label or the wine better. It didn't really matter.
The upshot seems to be a bottle of wine can be a real work of art.
One of the reasons I love art so much is because it's a celebration of individuality. At least modern art is very much a celebration of the individual psyche and intelligence and creative capacity. And when you see this many pieces that are done on a theme, you realize how varied that capacity is and how enormous the capacity for creativity is in different individuals.